Hello, it is Jess and it is Friday. Happy Friday. Today my video is on how to deal with psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists, and those sort of toxic a-hole people. Okay, so first I'll explain that in movies or TV, psychopaths and sociopaths are usually the villains who kill or torture the innocent people. That's TV and movies, right? In real life, though, people with antisocial personality disorder can be violent, but most are not. Instead, they use manipulation and reckless behaviour to try and get what they want. I am taking off some of my scribbly notes here, just so you know. Anyway, so first I'll say go with your gut instinct, though. You will pick up on if you are unsafe and you're in danger. Please go with that. Listen to your intuition. Everyone knows that. So, I am also, here we go. So, the sociopath, psychopath, or whatever, they normally perceive others as victims or competitors. However, if they see someone as a competitor, before long that person also then slowly but surely becomes a victim too. Because that's what they want. It's all about winning to them. They want to win at all costs. That's what type of person they are. They don't really have much of a conscience at all, really. They have no empathy, no compassion. So, yeah, we all know that. Anyway, so these are some things I've written down about it, and this is all based on some research for myself, as well as experiences for myself, and yeah, I may not have all the answers as of yet. However, there's a few little gems here, I believe. Anyway, first and foremost, tip number one. Obviously I wrote don't. So the words how to deal with one of those psychopathic people, I wrote don't. Obviously, you shouldn't have to deal with them. And I wrote, just don't deal with them. Run far bloody away. Okay, we can all say that. And that's easier said than done if you're in a situation where that isn't a outcome you can do right now. You cannot run. So sometimes you might be in a situation where you kind of have to, in some certain manner, deal with it. Like, for instance, they may be in your family. They may be in your workplace. You might work with one. Or you may happen to live with one. Okay. So running isn't your option right now. So what do? So number one is still don't. And what I mean by that is it's the do nots. What not to do. So first, do not borrow money from them. Do not accept gifts in any form. Say they want to put in a good word for you with the boss. Politely decline. Do not let them. Okay, so also do not accept help in any way, shape or form from them. Do not beat yourself up if you have done that in the past, because guess what? At the end of the day, I want you to understand it isn't your fault. See, they're going to make you believe anything that's going on was your fault. You created whatever. That's a load of bollocks. It is not your fault, so you need to really realize that. Do not beat yourself up. If you weren't aware, you didn't realize that first what was going on or what their manipulating things was, because guess what? They're pretty good at what they bloody do. So it's easier to be. It's easy to be tricked and manipulated, and that's what they do best. So realize that's not your fault. You didn't know they were this person. What have I got here? That also brings me to the last don't, the do not play the game. Do not play their game. Do not. So I know that if you pick up on stuff later on and you get it, you get pissed off. How is this person thinking I'm this stupid? Or why are they doing this? Like, I don't need their shit. So you get a little bit shitty, right? You get pissed off. And when you've got that awareness and you get pissed off, you can pick up on their behaviours enough now that you just go, can see what they're doing. You see straight through them, right? And there's a part of you that goes, screw them, I'm going to play them at the game. You might think like that. Because sometimes you think, they deserve the game played back, or screw you, I'll beat you at your own game, you a-hole. And these are crazy thoughts that go through your mind, and that's okay. I recommend do not go there, because at the end of the day, think about it. They have done it all before, probably many times. So chances are you won't win because they're really good at it. You might think you're winning, but you're not. Anyway, or even if you do win, guess what? You've now turned into them. You're that manipulative person. Do you really want to have their traits and behavior? Doesn't sit well for you as it is, so why turn into them just to try beat them at the game? So I hope that puts that into perspective there. So really, you're not them. You're not that person. You just do not understand them. You don't have to understand that way of being. But at the end of the day, it's a waste of your time and energy to really go sit there playing the game with them. You're not a manipulator, and you don't need to go there. Anyway, so that's my number one tip. Number two, acceptance. So in other words, I'm saying, where did I write this? Pretty much accepting that some people are just bad news. That's what I wrote. Accepting that some people are bad news. So you might be like me, where you only normally wanted to see good in people, or you kind of believed people can change, or people can, better themselves and stuff. You might believe that and whatever, and yes, that can happen for people. At the end of the day, this sort of person, you gotta let go of that. There is no them changing. There is no good. At the end of the day, don't try to see the good in them, and realize it's time to accept some people are just bad news. They have no conscience. They got no guilty conscience. They don't care what they're doing. It's all about the game, right? So it's time to accept that. I've had to accept that. Number three, this is a good one, a really good one for you to take on, the main one. Know your weaknesses. So what I mean like that, but why I say that is because the psychopath, whatever, sociopath, has already been taking advantage of them, of your weaknesses. So they've picked up on it and they take advantage of it. So recognize, what have I got? Yeah, so know your weaknesses enough that it will help you to then recognize when they are pressing your buttons, because they know your weaknesses. They'll use it against you. And while you're at it, you can also check out your strengths. Why? Because chances are the sociopath has been manipulating you. What have I wrote? I've scribbled it, so it's a bit messy. Just has been manipulating you, and by using your strengths as well. So for example, if you are good at helping people and love to help people, they will know that. That's a strength of yours as well. And guess what? They will want to be helped. So be aware. Pick up on that. So awareness of yourself becomes the main thing to go with here. Pay attention to the way you're feeling and thinking. Because when you go there, that's a better option than trying to freaking figure them out, because that's just a waste of time and energy. Number four, obviously do this all around. Anyway, I always say this, pay attention to actions, not words. You don't have to buy into their lies and their bullshit. So, and that's just everyone really, but always pay attention to the actions. Okay, I hope that's sort of made sense, and helped in some certain way. If you have or are experiencing such grief, or they're giving you grief, or such crap from such person, peoples, or whatever, I feel you, I hear you, I understand you. Please don't hesitate to contact me, and we can just talk on it together, because the best thing sometimes is talking about how you're feeling, and how you are, because that's the main thing. There's only said a certain amount of people that know what I may be experiencing lately, and have been this year, based on this sort of subject. And I've shared it with several of people, and I don't do it to play the drama card or sympathy. part of me, I admit, I do it based on a little part of me gets worried and scared. So the more people that knows what's going on, the more that helps me feel at ease because they're aware as well. And yeah, number two, talking about it sometimes helps you get in other perspectives of, you know, the right people, talk to the right people, that they can really help you stay on track of you and your own self and know yourself enough. So in other words, I hope these tips helped in a way. I'm still learning as I'm going, and at the end of the day, you do not have to forever be in this and deal with people like this. And if you can have them out of your life, no contact, do that ASAP as soon as you can. That's what my intentions always are. Anyway, have a beautiful weekend. That's all from me. How to deal with those people, just told you-ish. And yeah, have a good weekend. Next time, maybe there's more little gold nuggets. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I'm rambling now. I'm going to shut up. Have a good weekend. See you. Bye.